guests from eKitabu who will be talking to us and help us get to know more about eKitabu. My name is Chris Mololo. Our sign language interpreter is Irene Chebiwot. Remember to interact with us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and also remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Science TV Kenya. So as we start, let me allow my guests to introduce themselves, starting with here next to me.
Hello everyone, my name is Shanice, and this is my sign name. I work at eKitabu as a video producer, producing Kenya Sign Language books. Thank you.
Thank you so much for making time to come. Then to the other guest, tell us your name and what you do.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I'm very pleased to be here. My name is Vincent Owino. I work as an inclusive content production manager at Studio KSL in eKitabu. Thank you.
All right. Also, thank you so much for coming. So let's get straight into our questions, and I'd like to start with you, Vincent. Could you please tell us who is eKitabu?
Yes, thank you so much. eKitabu, we're a social enterprise which was set up in 2012. And our work we've been doing all along is production of producing inclusive, accessible learning materials for equitable education, inclusive education. Mm-hmm. We've been working all along with different schools. And apart from that, we also have a publishing house where we publish adult and children books. So that's what we have been doing. We're working with different organizations on persons with disabilities. Mm-hmm. For instance, we have the Kenya National Association of the Deaf, we have FEDWIN, and also Ministry of Education. Mm-hmm. So we go to different schools and we engage different parents on different programs that we have. We're engaging about 47 counties in Kenya. Mm-hmm. We also have what we call a digital essay competition, which happens annually. Mm-hmm. So learners can participate by submitting their essays, and after they win, they can get some few gifts like tablets and scholarships. So that's just a brief about us.
All right. A follow-up question on this. Of course, when you start something, there must be objectives. So what are the eKitabu's objectives? What do you aim to achieve and all that?
Yes, thank you for that. I think, if you can remember, or if you know, the world is starting to be an inclusive place. Yes. That means all the services in terms of education, health, and all sectors must be inclusive. So in our vision, we saw there's a gap in terms of inclusive education, mm-hmm. where learners need to get materials that will support them or enable them to perform academically. Currently, they weren't there. So that was the first vision of eKitabu. So we thought about how we're going to fill this gap. So we pick teaching and learning materials and we adapt them to become accessible for the deaf learners, mm-hmm. and also for the visually impaired, and also support the teachers on how they can teach this content to their learners. Mm-hmm. The gap was quite big, especially in terms of the deaf learners, where they come to school without a language, which means a teacher has all the burden to ensure the child first gets to know the language before they can start the curriculum. Yeah. So these are some of the gaps we're trying to close by coming up with these adapted materials, mm-hmm. to make it easy for the learner to have a backup on language acquisition. Okay. I hope I've answered that.
Yes, you have. And you mentioned something about visually impaired. And as a visually impaired person hosting you today, I would like to know what are some of the things you produce? Like, do you produce audio books or do you produce books in Braille? I'm sure the part of our audience who are visually impaired might want to know that.
Yes, in the area of visually impaired, we're working closely with Kenya Union of the Blind. We are a relationship with them. Sometimes they give us orbits, the orbit readers, and then we adapt. We work with, we also have produced audiobooks. As I mentioned, we are a publishing house, and in publishing, we do publishing of the hard copies, and also we do audiobooks. So which is easy to go through, and also adapt the books into Braille, and we give to the blind schools.
That's nice. So what needs does eKitabu meet? Vincent, I'm still on you.
As I mentioned earlier, in the gap of special education, we have missed some materials for quite a time. The teachers are not well trained to handle these learners. So these two things is what we are working to address. First, we produce the content, or rather, if the content is there, we adapt. And also remember that the teacher also need to be trained. So we also train the teachers on how they will support their learners to access the language. So that we can know if the content we give, if it works or not. We have a person from Ministry of Education through the Department of Special Needs, the DSNE, where we work closely with to see if we close the gaps of language challenges and lack of materials to support the learners and the teachers as well.
All right. So now I'm coming to Shanice, and I'd like you to tell us what are some of the products and services that you offer as eKitabu.
Thank you so much. At eKitabu, we have been doing a lot of things. One, we've talked about production of quality learning or inclusive materials, teaching and learning materials at low cost for inclusive education. We currently have a publishing house for adult books and also for children books. Yes.
So you have adult books and children books as well?
Yes, we do.
Oh, nice. So who can benefit from eKitabu?
At eKitabu, those who can benefit are deaf learners or learners with and without disability. We have been engaging over 100,000 learners through different activities or programs. For example, the DEC that we mentioned, where we give scholarship and even certificates and different awards. So we recognize them through even TV and newspaper. And also we have digital storytime product for deaf schools, where we distribute the sign language videos to the schools. The other people are the teachers. We have trained around 300 teachers, empowering them to support the deaf children across the schools. And also parents, through the Parents Awareness Workshops. We have trained around 90 parents, supporting them to know how do they take care of their deaf children or even their children with disability, training them on how to interact with their child in sign language.
Probably if I may add, Lolo.
Yes.
So also, other people who benefit from us are the deaf youth. So far we have engaged around 100 deaf youth through content production, because we don't do it by ourselves. We call different deaf youth. They come to help us adapt these materials. Also, we have deployed around 27 teachers in the schools where we remunerate them. So those are some of the people who benefit from us.
That's nice. And so far, how many schools have you been able to reach in providing your products and services?
Yes, the schools that are benefiting from us directly are around 35, who we are engaging by giving them the content and different support that they may need. Those are schools of the deaf. And the others who benefit indirectly, maybe we give them content. Those are around 70 of them. Then we also have, as my colleague mentioned, we're engaging all the schools in Kenya in the 47 counties through the digital essay competition. This means if a school, regardless of where you come from, if you win, we'll bring you to Nairobi, the teachers who supported the learner, and then we award, if you are the winner, you get a scholarship, and also there's a token for the teacher. There's also different certification, national recognition through the newspaper publishing, through your achievement, and digital as well.
And I think this one I'll have to ask Shanice. Apart from the learners and the beneficiaries that you mentioned, do you also sell or allow other people to pay for, do you sell your products or even allow people to pay for your services?
I think, Vincent, could you respond to that?
Okay, Vincent.
Okay, I think asking about our business model, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So business model, we have different, there are 3 categories, working with the government. As with the government, that's to do with the KICD, where they give us content and we adapt. So we adapt the material that they give us, and then business to business, where other investors, maybe they have content and they need it adapted.
Yeah.
We also do something with the Ubongo Kids, ACD, where they give us content for them to adapt for them, where we get paid for that. We also have the business to customer, where we sell the books to the customers, the bookshops, and the schools.
Yeah, that's nice. What are some of the challenges you faced when starting eKitabu, and what would you say have been your successes so far?
Is it me or is it?
Shanice, could you please answer that? And maybe Vincent can add something.
Okay, let me just take it up. It's okay.
Okay.
As I mentioned, eKitabu as a business, as you know, all the challenges of starting a business, financial, sometimes you get, sometimes you don't. But that does not mean we stop or we give up. There's a Swahili thing that's saying, if the mwiko breaks, doesn't mean the cooking stops.
Yeah.
Tuendelea tu kupika bado. So the same thing with us. We have these challenges, but we need to find ways of how we'll achieve our goals and visions. For people or learners with disabilities to get quality education. One of the successes we have seen, most of the schools, they accept our work, and they even include the Ministry of Education, they recognize our achievements, what we have been doing. And the different awards we have gotten, for instance, there was an award we got recently, Inclusive African Conference, where they recognized all our products as really amazing in Africa, our innovations, our digital content and everything. So we became #1 in that category. So yes.
Congratulations. Okay.
One of the other challenges that I can mention is the cost of adapting these materials. You'd need someone to fund some of this work because they need to support the deaf children.
Back to you, Vincent. What would you say is the future of eKitabu?
Thank you for that. That's a bit tricky, but currently, as we think the world is evolving faster, the AI is really coming in, and doing most of the things. So recently, we've been starting to see how we can come up with innovations to work with AI, sign language, because this is our strong area, sign language content production. We see if we can bring AI to support us, and to see how we can use AI. Recently, we got some tools competition where we can see how we can adapt our work with AI. Yes, it's there's a bit of successes here and there, but it's still work in progress, and we're hoping going forward everything will be well. Then the other thing, through the work we've been doing in terms of research and all that, we are trying to build strong evidence to show that this work is really making an impact. So we have something we call the evidence library, where everything that we have worked, we put it there. For the future, for future references, maybe even school, university needs to know or needing to get information about something, they can access it through this evidence library. So all our work, all our research, all our accomplishments, we have posted them there. And when it's ready, we'll work with the government officials as well. And I forgot to say something. eKitabu, we not only work in Kenya, we work with different countries. We have 3 offices in Kenya, Rwanda, and Malawi. But we also work in other African countries, around 6, where we support them different adaptations in sign language content, like Tanzania, Zanzibar, Rwanda, Uganda, sorry. Yes.
That's very good. I heard you mention about rewarding learners who participate in different competitions. If I may ask, how many learners have you rewarded, or how many of them have you offered scholarships, and how are things so far? Vincent.
Yeah, we have been working the past 13 years, as I mentioned. And all along, we have been engaging around 100,000 learners in the 47 counties. But specifically, the specific number of who have won and who we have awarded, it's hard to know. But I believe it's a lot, because I'm part of the team who goes to the schools to give their awards. So normally, we award number 1, 2, and 3. And the finalists in the different categories. We have different categories in that competition. There's the English, Swahili, French, Braille, and sign language. And also Arabic, and also illustrations, like the drawings. So the winner gets a scholarship, number 1, that's number 1. Then number 2 and 3, all of them also get certificates and national recognition as well.
That's wonderful. Shanice, as we wind up, what would be your final remarks?
My final remark to those who are watching us, we would encourage the children to learn sign language through Digital Story Time on YouTube, and you'll be able to enjoy our content. Encouraging the parents to let the children watch our Digital Story Time content. Thank you.
Vincent, your final remark as we...
So yeah, my final remarks would be to the government. Inclusive education, it's not easy to attain. It's costly. So that means I want to, the government officials who are watching, do not fear funding these inclusive education projects. There are more needs, apart from just giving them teachers. They also need materials. The teachers need training. They need screening, the assessment, and all that, which all are cost implications. And the organizations who are working in the area of education, we are ready to collaborate and work together to support this inclusive education. And also to the parents who feel a bit down because of they don't want to take their learners to school because they're deaf, let them know if they go to school, people will not know if they are not in school. And also, maybe those who are willing to support us in our work, as my colleague has mentioned, our content is free on YouTube. We also can access it through Akili TV, so you can watch in different platforms. And for more information, you can also come to our office and see how we can partner. And also do not forget to buy our books, as I mentioned. We have a publishing house now, which is very big. So we have different books. Be it schools or adult books, children's books, you can order from us and support us to see our work grow. Thank you.
All right. Anyone can answer this. Apart from YouTube, is there any other way that people can get in touch with you through your social media platforms, and where is your publishing house located?
Yeah, how to contact us via YouTube? Oh, yes, this is Facebook. We are there. TikTok, Twitter or X, YouTube. You can at eKitabu. Our website ekitabu.com. Our office is based in Westlands, Rainbow Tower, Mudidi Road, 5th floor.
Okay. Thank you so much for making time, Vincent and Shanice. Those have been our guests that I was hosting today, and you've heard what they had to share. And in case there is a question that you need to ask, you can also talk to us on our social media platforms, Science TV, that is on our Facebook page, and at Science TV Kenya in the other platforms. We'll direct those questions to them, and they'll answer, and we make sure that as our audience, you get to know about the questions that you need to be answered. By the way, I forgot to mention that these two guests are deaf. They came with the interpreters. I think the interpreters can tell us their names as we go. So I'll start with the gentleman.
Yes, thank you very much. My name is George Wambu. I work at eKitabu supporting the studio KSL, and also as an interpreter as well. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. The other interpreter?
And my name is Susan Thu. I also work at eKitabu as a project coordinator and also supporting with sign language interpretation. Happy to be here.
Okay. Pleasure having you. And my name is Chris Mololo. Our sign language interpreter has been Irene Chebiwot. Thank you so much for watching.